This is Sinead Edwards and you're listening to Duggystone Radio.
Smart Detail, we thrive on excellence. We are a mobile valeting detailing company with everything required to bring your car to a fabulous finish, whether it be at your home or workplace. With over 10 years of professional detailing experience, we have everything to suit your budget. Contact us today at www.smartdetailuk.co.uk or call 0779 723 193. Smart Detail. We were born to detail.
There you go, brilliant. So we're back with the Spice Guy, part 3 of our first session together, which is wonderful. And anyway, brilliant, mate, brilliant. Bit of East 17, Sinead.
Wasn't it brilliant? Wasn't that track great?
Yeah, I think you forget. They've sort of gone out of our consciousness, haven't they? You know, because of all the other stuff. But when you listen to some of the stuff, well, a little known fact, which I didn't know until Stuart Howe, who's linked us up to East 17, told me last week. In the 90s, Take That sold 17 million albums, which is phenomenal, isn't it? East 17 sold 18 million. So they were more popular from that respect than Take That, which you would never have said that, would you? You would never have said that. They're still touring now. I've done a little blog about them. That's on. They were in Germany in January doing. They've got a new lineup now, and for everyone out there, got a new lineup now. And the Artful Dodger is now the lead singer. You know who did some stuff with Drake? Yeah, the Artful Dodger. Yeah, the Artful Dodger.
Eat wine.
When the crowd say "Balls Selector," yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I've done a blog on that, and he's the Artful Dodger, and then I forget the other guy's name because I'm dyslexic, I'm terrible with names. But if you watch the video that I've put on the blog, he does. I don't even know how he does it. Handstands, bouncing on his hand on the stage, doing a handstand, and then backflips all the way up. What a lineup! Brilliant. So we're getting right behind him at the minute. Anyway, that's. Good. But yeah, we forget sometimes because we get this fresh stuff all the time, and this is the latest thing, and then you go back and discover stuff like that, and you think. Yeah, that is quality.
That was all right, yeah.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, anyway, where was we up to? So we've gone bacon butties, and I'm now dying for a bacon sandwich. And, and food.
I'll tell you what, I'm sure we will meet at some point. I will make you the best bacon sandwich. And nitrate-free as well, by the way.
It's not a problem. I do eat it every now and then, but I try and avoid it. Does that make sense? A bit like you with your keto. I'm not saying, oh, I'd never touch anything. I try and avoid processed foods and everything now. But don't get me wrong. If you gave me a bacon sausage sandwich, I'd eat it. Do you know what I mean? But it's not every day. It's a thing. And we will meet because you're only down the road from me, and I'll come over on my motorcycle. Maybe we could do we'll do a little cooking session together because I can cook a little bit, but I'm not as good as you.
Absolutely. No. Everyone can cook. When I hear somebody say, I can't cook, that is the biggest load of rubbish.
You're right.
So what you've been doing then for the last X amount of years, you've never fed yourself? You've never eaten? In theory then, you'd be dead.
Yeah, what they mean is they can do chicken ding, put it in the microwave, ding, or they can do a takeaway, or they can do. I mean, what makes me laugh? I made an omelette a while back, and someone, can't make an omelette. Do you know what I mean? I was like, well, how can you not make an omelette, you goon? How can you not make an omelette? It's one of the easiest things. And someone else can't cook rice. You can't. What rice? You can't.
You'd be surprised. Again, culturally, again, it depends what family you came from and what you ate. I bet you now, if I ask you a question right now, right, you just close your mind for 1 second, right, clear everything, right. Did your mum or dad cook when you were a kid? Who did the cooking?
My mum. My dad made amazing beans on toast. It's just a story he tells when my mum was in hospital, but that's another story. He's a genius. We said it's the best beans on toast we've ever had because that's one of my. Yeah, but my mum was a mum traditionally back then. My mum was a cook. Right. My dad worked. My mum worked, but my dad worked full time and did shifts and everything. So
here's proving another point. Here's a connecting the dot moment for you, right? Mm-hmm. Tell me, clear your mind. Think back when you were a kid, roundabout teenager. So you'd been playing out. Right, 12, 13, something like that. School had finished, and your mum shouts, right, come home for tea. And let's pick a day. Let's pick, what day is it? Today's Friday, right? Maybe not Friday, probably the wrong idea. Let's pick midweek, actually. Let's pick Tuesday or Wednesday. Tuesday. What was for tea on a Tuesday? And I bet you know.
Well, we weren't one of those families that there was some days where it was specific, but I don't know. My mum used to make a mean egg chips and beans, I must say.
There you go. There you go. See, already, it's all right. Granted, you're a bit hazy. Granted, it's a little bit. You got to think that you don't have specifics. But again, egg, chips, and beans. And I bet those chips were handmade.
Oh, they were, mate. They were gorgeous. And I'll tell you one of the other meals which I've not had for years that my mum used to make, and I really appreciate it now, and you don't see it very often, was cabbage and ribs.
Really?
Yeah. Cabbage and ribs. White cabbage and ribs, man. Oh, to die for.
Is it an Irish dish?
I think it probably does. It probably is, yeah. It's probably a Northwest Irish, yeah.
Yeah. It rings a bell, that, because I remember our Irish families down the right next door would always buy like this big, like normal English would buy bacon like that, and then they would come along and a big slab of it and have it with cabbage and parsley sauce.
Yeah, cabbage and ribs, mate, mega.
But again, we just had a food moment together. Again, that the reason why those chips don't taste the same anymore, because some person came along and went, chip pans. Remember this? Do you remember that fateful day? We all remember it as Northerners.
Yeah.
One day there was a chip pan in the house, and then one day it's gone.
Yeah, we've just bought, and we've not had one for years. One of those little deep fat fryers, you know, the little ones that you have.
Yeah. It's not the same, is it?
It's not the same, but you're right, chip pan. And the chip pan had to have all. I'm not saying my mum's was. No, I'm not saying yours was, mum, but it used to have grease all up it, black, and that was a proper chip pan. If it wasn't like that, then forget it, Bonnie. Do you know what I mean? It's like the chips wrapped in newspaper. It adds to the value of it, doesn't it? To the experience.
Absolutely, and that for me, I would prefer, again, why it doesn't taste the same. Where's the taste? Where's that? And I'm more than likely it would have been cooked in lard or some dripping, maybe, because oils in them days were not readily available. Here is another question for you. You see how we're slowly slipping into food here now?
Yeah, I love it.
Tell me, right, so we've got oils, right? Behind me, I use olive oil, butter, things like that. Yeah. Here's a classic, right? Where does vegetable oil come from? Which vegetable?
Oh, well, vegetables is supposed to be sunflower seeds, isn't it?
That's sunflower oil. No. I'm talking about when you look at the supermarket and you've got all those hundreds of different oils and you got one that says vegetable oil. Where does that come from?
Oh, you've got me there, mate, to be honest with you. You've got me.
You can squeeze a whole nut or a walnut and you can feel oil. It comes out. Olive oil, you squeeze an olive, first press, it comes out. Same with rapeseed. Natural. This, what you said earlier, this is processed. You can squeeze a carrot within an inch of its life. Trust me, you ain't going to get diddly shit out of it.
No, you're not. No.
So where does it come from? It comes from crap, basically. Chemicals, rubbish. And again, same thing with other oils, your sunflowers. They are the same. But again, all the good stuff is expensive. Why does the king... Here you go. Another moment for you. The royalty. Queen Mum lived till about 100 odd, or however old she was.
I know, and the Queen's doing not so bad herself, is she?
And she's doing awesome. Mate, she's fit as a fiddle. Because she does... that royal family... I'm not a royal... Well, I am a royalist.
I'm a royalist. I love the royal family. I don't care.
Yeah, my family all that. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah. We got pictures of the Queen in our...
Well, I can imagine that. We'll go on to... That'll be another subject.
Yeah, another day. Commonwealth and all that, and British Empire and all that. Yeah.
We're British.
They do two things that the rest of the world should do. Well, the British subjects, the rest of the Commonwealth, they do two things. They eat the best quality food, and they're active.
Yeah.
The Queen's active. She's always bobbing about somewhere. Same with Philip. He's always going somewhere. They don't stop. Yeah, you can tell you about all the millions of pounds. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about their particular lifestyle. They eat the best food, and she doesn't necessarily. If you look at, I've researched the food that the Queen eats. It's wholesome from the garden. She doesn't do like on a Friday night. She doesn't do a takeaway on a Friday night. You know what I mean? She could have Gordon Ramsay come round and cook for her. She's got enough.
I can imagine that. Hello, darling. Can you send me a...
Could I have a double pepperoni with the works?
Little guy on his... Imagine a moped pulling up to the front of Buckingham Palace, you know, like in the archway where all the cars come. There you go. No, but you're right. And talking about oils, we went away from oils. We've gone away from vegetable ages ago because I think it is terrible. We cook with olive oil, and a lot of the time it's so. The only downside with olive oil, it has quite a strong flavour, so you get the light olive oil for your eggs or whatever you're doing. You don't get the taste. Yeah. But you're right about quality, and I bought an expensive bottle of balsamic vinegar from somewhere. It might have been Waitrose or somewhere. But when you pour it, it comes out like it hardly pours out the bottle. It's absolutely
it glugs, doesn't it? Glugs.
And the flavour is just out off this planet, out of this world. But you're right, quality. It's about quality. But everyone's like, how can I do it cheap? And you're right, you wouldn't put the cheapest crap into your Ferrari, would you, or your BMW or what have you? No, you wouldn't go, well, let's put this really cheap fuel in. You want the good stuff, don't you?
If the whole of British society treated their body like the way they treat their cars, because every family now has what, 2-3 cars, you know? Yeah, and you see the guy looking after it, giving it a clean. Every day it's taken down to the wash, the hand car wash, and all those bloody lads come out, all the Polish foreign lads come out and give it that clean. You look after it. You know what I mean? We're all sitting there watching. Look at the care and attention we do to that car. If you had that same care and attention to your body, you'd be Superman. I am 40 years old. Look at this skin.
You're looking good, man. You're looking good. I'm 55. Not as good skin, but not bad for 55. But you're right. You're right. It's
simple. I'm not telling you something that is like, oh, mystical. I'm not saying anything that's like. It's just real. Dare I say it in this crazy world? Common sense.
Well, that's the trouble with common sense. It's not very common. That's what they say, don't they? Should we have another track and we'll come right back? Is that all right with you? Right.
Yeah, of course it is.
So we have a track of the month, and our track of the month is Mosaic. We've had some of the band members and presenters on the station, and we met them last year down in Bristol when they were playing a gig. We was following another band, and it's called I'd Gladly Wait. So here we go. We'll be right back after this little ditty.